Example 1. How are each of the following percent applications different, and how are they the same? Solve each problem and then compare your solution process for each problem. So our first problem says Silvio earns 10% for each car sale he makes while working at a used car dealership. If he sells a used car for $2,000, what is his commission? So to solve for this one, we need to take the amount of the car, and we're going to times it by 10%. So this is our whole times our percent to find his commission, which is the part. So we need to change our percent into a decimal. And when we multiply, we get 200. So his commission is $200. The next one, Tu's family stayed at a hotel for 10 nights on their vacation. The hotel charged a 10% room tax per night. How much did they pay in room taxes if the room cost $200 per night? So let's find out how much they spent altogether. Oops, sorry. So we have $200 per night times 10 nights, which gives us a total bill of $2,000. So then they're going to add on a 10% room tax. So we need to find what is 10%. So we're going to take our 2,000 times and change this to a decimal, which we get $200. So their tax total was $200. All right, C, Eric bought a new computer and printer online. He had to pay 10% in shipping fees. The items totaled $2,000. How much did the shipping cost? So again, we're taking that $2,000 times 10%, change our 10% to a decimal, and we get $200. So he had to pay $200 in shipping. D, Selena had her wedding rehearsal dinner at a restaurant. The restaurant's policy is that gratuity, which is the tip, is added in the bill for large parties. Her father said the food and service were exceptional, so he wanted to leave an extra 10% tip on the total amount of the bill. If the dinner bill totaled $2,000, how much money did her father leave as the extra tip? So we're going to take the amount of the bill times 10%. So again, we change our 10% to a decimal, and we get 200. So he left an extra $200 tip. So now for each of these questions, while each of the problems were talking about a different thing, they were still all finding 10% of 2,000. So for each problem, even though the topic was different, and the question asked for something different, you still had to find 10% of 2,000.